Hey everybody, this is Kenya with 40 Entrepreneur Drive. This is my channel where I am documenting my journey to become a successful entrepreneur. And in this video, I will be talking about women entrepreneurs, if there's a difference between our male counterparts. If so, what are they? And should I be doing something different as a female entrepreneur? So I have a couple questions. All things being equal, and I'm looking down at my notes here just so you know what I'm doing. All things being equal, what is the difference between male and female business owners? In the year 2019, are there still inequalities between the genders? Should I be doing something different? And wardrobe choices, do they really make a difference? So let's jump right into it. Let's start off with a little bit of history. So historically, women have always had some place in the business world, and usually this is based off of societal expectations. Shit, put this over here. It's not looking away quite so much. Societal expectations, and usually based off the needs of other women. So we're talking about things like midwifery, hair care, child care, brothels, and ale houses. Retail shops are in there as well, and fashion. So let's see. Some of these have been scrutinized and looked down upon with disapproval, such as the brothels and the ale houses, because it did not, although they were women were lucrative and successful in these industries, it was not seen as something that a woman should be doing. So let's talk about some present day challenges. Even in the year 2019, there are still societal pressures, gender roles, supposed gender roles, issues with financing and sex discrimination. Women are more likely to experience relationship issues from their customers, suppliers, and their banks. Even with their own employees, sometimes there is an unexpected expectation of a mothering type of relationship from your female superior. And let's see. And then, of course, there are the actual responsibilities of women as caregivers with their families. So let me skip down and talk about women and their choices of wardrobe. So there are standards for women to look a certain way and to have, to look a certain way, which is to be pretty, to be feminine, and to be sexy. And when a woman accomplishes this can sometimes be contrary and counterproductive to her being taken seriously as a woman entrepreneur. So there can sometimes be unwanted attention, which can take away from her success as a business person. However, depending on the industry that the woman is in, a certain style of dress that is not as conservative or reserved and that is more provocative and enhances her femininity actually can be a benefit to her. And this is usually in the fashion, entertainment, and sex industries. So other than that, outside of that, it is expected for women not to be quite so, which is a double standard. Women are expected to look good, but when they look too good, it can be a distraction and take away from what they're trying to accomplish. Let's see. So Beate Chalette, of the author of the Women's Code and also host of the YouTube channel The Women's Code, says that women need to be responsible for the way they dress and be self-aware, and I'm paraphrasing, be self-aware and take responsibility for how they dress and use it as a strategy. Use it as a strategy. Be aware of how you're being perceived. Use it to your advantage and as a strategy, whether it be more modest, whether it be more revealing. Know what you're doing, know your environment, use it as a strategy. As a side note I have on here, I noticed that in Latin culture, on Univision, for example, a lot of the presenters and correspondents have a much sexier way of dressing than here in the United States, and maybe in some other, like in the UK, where it's a little bit more conservative. But I just noticed the Latinas on that particular broadcast station and the other ones, the femininity is a 10. So is a 10 plus. I just thought that was interesting, the different cultural expectations that we have. And I don't know if that helps them get ahead, or if it's just expected, or if they've experienced the same type of discrimination as women here in the US, but that was just a cultural observation. Okay, now let's talk about some advantages that women have as entrepreneurs. Well, advantages and differences. So men, on average, don't mind talking about their successes and achievements, whereas women are more inclined to be more humble and not toot their own horn. Men also tend to feel more confident presenting new ideas and are confident that they will work out, whereas women sometimes are, they hold back from presenting things and maybe want to try it out and test it to make sure it works before presenting their idea to others. And let's see. Men feel more confident presenting their new ideas and asking for funding, and are more likely to get it. Men dominate the banking and financing, and thus far and because of that, are more likely to fund other male-led companies. Women have a better opportunity of getting funding if it's from a female-led mentorship or banking. As an advantage, women have that was a disadvantage. The pressure of looking a certain way, but then being judged for it. Okay, advantage is women in business have less competition. Depending on what the industry is, there are less women entrepreneurs overall than men, and so there's less competition. Women are more likely to collaborate with other people, and collaborating increases your chances of success. There are higher rates of women in business, however, than previous years, and so there are more mentors for women. So that is also an advantage. Women, us being the emotional creatures that we are, have a higher EQ overall than men. Not an IQ, not an intelligence quotient, but an emotional quotient. Us women, we are much more in tune with our emotions, and that can be an advantage. So, because we can perceive our own emotions and the emotions in others, that can be used as an advantage. It can be used as leverage, and it can be a unique skill that can help in their business ventures. Let's see what else I've got on here. I believe that's it. I think I had some other notes here from LegalZoom. It was an article on LegalZoom talking about the 7 advantages of being a female entrepreneur, but I'll just leave the link in the description so you guys can check that one out yourself. And yeah, I think that's it. That concludes this presentation with a guest appearance from my daughter. Have a good day at school, and thank you for watching. Any questions, comments, or inquiries, I think that's a question, leave it in the comment section below. Leave this video a like, share it with one of your friends, join my journey, and hit subscribe and the notification bell so you know when I bring out another video or when I go live, which I am known to do from time to time. And yeah, I hope I covered everything. If I didn't, leave that in the description as well, and I would try to answer any loose ends, type any loose ends, and answer any questions that I might have overlooked. So until next time, thank you for watching. Bye.